It's very important, if we are to protect our kids, that the police have access to appropriate telecommunications data. We all know that people who want to abuse children often feed their habits online. It's very important that we have the information that allows this kind of horrible crime, this kind of horrible behaviour to be tracked and prosecuted. And that's why the metadata retention legislation, which is currently before the Parliament, is so important. But if we are serious about protecting our society from a whole range of criminal conduct, we need this metadata retention legislation. There are very few crimes these days that don't require access to metadata in their resolution. That's why it's so important that this data, which the companies used to keep, but which increasingly are not keeping, is kept. It's very important to protect our society from a whole range of criminal behaviour that we keep this information, and that's what I hope the Parliament will do swiftly. Now, as for the cost of actually retaining the metadata, we've done some work. There are a range of figures which have been taken to the Joint Standing Committee, but even at the highest estimate, it's less than 1% of this $40 billion a year and growing sector. So we're talking about a $40 billion a year sector, and even at the highest estimate we've got, the cost of metadata retention is less than 1% of the total sector. So it seems like a small price to pay to give ourselves the kind of safety and the kind of freedom that people in a country like Australia deserve.
And about the